Welcome back to my channel. In this episode, we are going to make wintermelon milk tea. So, it's summertime and milk tea is the best partner. This episode is brought to you by Ynigo Milk Tea. Check out their Facebook, Ynigo Milk Tea. Have a drink, you deserve it. Here are the ingredients. So now we are going to start. So we are going to use some black tea for this episode. You can use Ceylon, Oolong, or green tea. But for this episode, we are going to use Assam black tea. And we are going to pour in on this shaker 200 ml. So we are going to make milk tea for 270 ml or the 22-ounce cup. Okay, there we go. So that is 22 ounce. Now let's use our measuring spoon. We are going to use 40 grams of non-dairy creamer, or that's 4 scoops of this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then set aside. Next is we will use our wintermelon syrup. So you can use sugar or fructose, but as for me, I don't really use fructose anymore because wintermelon syrup is sweet already. So you can just pour 50 ml of this one, which is the full capacity of. So this is 50 ml. Okay, so let's pour it here. Then let's use our stir to get the residue. Now, before we mix it, let's add our secret ingredient. So that sets apart Ynigo Milk Tea from the rest of the milk tea. Let's use our secret ingredient. So we will put 30 grams of powder, or 3 scoops of this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, remember I did not use fructose, so the wintermelon syrup is sweet by itself. Okay, and let's just set this aside. Okay, here we go. Now everything is on the shaker. Let's just stir it up. So sometimes when your tea is no longer hot, you might notice that there are some crystals forming on the stirrer. So what you do is, if your tea is no longer hot, you can just add some ice. If it's not too big, they will just melt with the ice. So you make sure when you shake it with the ice, you shake it long enough. Okay, so let's stir this up until the powder melts and incorporates in the tea. It may take some like 10 to 15 seconds for you to stir it properly. Make sure nothing is left on the side. Okay. Now, if by any chance you would see some residues on top, you can just put some ice by itself and it would melt. Okay. So let's now put some ice. So how much ice are we going to put on this one? So as for me, I usually fill this shaker fully with the ice. Okay. So the ice can also dissolve the remaining powders that are not properly melted or dissolved on the tea. So now it's full. Replace the cover and stir it for 22 to 25 seconds. Then make sure you put your finger here and here. So it will not spill. We try to mix it properly so all of the flavors are incorporated well. Okay, now we're done. Now we're done stirring and shaking. So first, let's put the pearls on the cup. This is the cup. So usually what I do is, this is 1 scoop of pearl. I usually swirl it around the cup, so it would add more color on the cup. You'll see it later. Okay, so that is 1 scoop of pearls. Now, we pour it this way first. Gently. Okay. Now that the mixture is lower than this one, we can now open this one up and pour the rest of the ingredient. Oops. Okay. Alright. Now, we are going to seal this one. Now it's all sealed, so it's time for taste test. Like to seal it well. This is so perfect for summertime. So good. So there you go, guys. It's that easy, right? Thank you for Ynigo Milk Tea for this episode. Don't forget to like their Facebook, Ynigo Milk Tea. Have a drink, you deserve it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button to get notified for new uploads. Take care.